Is that worth it? I don't know. Now I have to swirl this. How about we open some packs? So I've got my packs so far for this season, and I felt like now was a good time to open them. I was kind of thinking about waiting until the very end of the season and opening them all at once, and I started to realize how many packs that would end up being. And I really don't want to make a video that's 2 hours long of me just opening event packs. So let's just open what I have right now. So we have what looks like, I think, 10 of Abyssal Heaven. These are the leftovers from effectively last season that have been given out locally. This is kind of the slop. We'll open them. Maybe we'll hit something good, but I'm sure most people are a little sick of these. We'll get through them. We've also got some distorted reflections here as well. I think this is about 20 of them. So quite a few of these. I've been a good little boy not opening these despite really wanting to. So we'll get into these and see what I've gotten so far this season. I think that between the two of these, this gives us about 30 packs right here between Abyssal Heaven and Distorted Reflections. And then we've got these, which I am particularly excited about. We have a silver and gold for Dawn of Ashes. We have one Fractured Crown silver and then silver and gold for Mercurial Heart that we'll get into as well, but we'll save these for the very end. All right, well, let's go ahead and get through the Abyssal Heaven, I think. We'll get through these quickly, so bear with me, and who knows, maybe we'll hit something good here. So far this season, I think like a lot of people, I've been playing a lot of Ryle the Abyss. Other decks as well, but a lot of Ryle decks. A lot of maybe ill-gotten gains as I open these packs. A lot of these were awarded because I was playing Ryle. So who knows? We'll see what I get out of these, but happy to see that card gone. And I think we'll, if it's just a rare in a pack, nothing foil, I won't spend too much time on it. All right. We have a foil uncommon here, Floating Peace. Kind of cool art. I like the foiling in HVN. That is one thing HVN's really got going for it. Is they really started to really hit their stride when it comes to foiling. All right. Keep moving. So I'm done playing Ryle, of course, as I have to be. SR. All right, put that right there, I suppose. Done playing Ryle just like everyone else. Played Wind Arasana last night at one of my locals. I play 2-3 times a week, which is also maybe why I have quite a few of these so far. Last night I played Wind Arasana, which I'm sure people are not particularly excited to see come back into relevancy. And I think I'm happy to say that while I think it is better than maybe it was before, there was a lot of water allies at my store last night. I think that is really kind of where a lot of people are as far as their interest in what decks to play right now. And water allies can be quite difficult whenever you're playing Arasana. Okay, I don't have a playset of this yet, so I'm happy to get another one of these, even though I haven't found a deck I really wanted in, but hey, I'll take it. And so tonight we're not playing Grand Archive, but I am hanging out with my Grand Archive friends. We've gotten into pickleball as well. So not only do I now play Grand Archive with my Grand Archive friends that I've met through the game, but we've actually started to hang out outside the game, and we've gotten into pickleball, which has been a lot of fun. I'm new to it, not something I'd ever played before, but I'm really enjoying it. I also just genuinely enjoy just hanging out with my friends from Grand Archive, so it's been a good experience so far. And it's also just, you know, I think a lot of us, maybe most of us that play Grand Archive, the reason why we're really playing it is really just to build those friendships, right? So I found it to be nice to have things to do outside the game. Foil common here, a mantra, nothing particularly interesting. And kind of as I was suspecting, these Abyssal Heaven packs, well, not a whole lot going on. Although a foil Dire Requiem is quite interesting. Not only do I just think this card is sweet, I happen to have a friend locally that is really into this card. I think this is, just a guess, Jose, this is probably one of his favorite cards, so I'm looking forward to giving him a foil copy of it. So I'll be bringing that tomorrow for him to one of our locals so he can have that. All right, thank you everyone for bearing with me while I went through Abyssal Heaven. Let's start getting into the ones I think people are a little more interested in, the ones that are a little more current. Let's start jumping into all these bad boys. See what we get from these packs. You know, I haven't done well so far when it comes to opening stuff on my channel. Taking some L's. So hopefully we can get something here. I think we got a good chance. This is quite a few packs. But let's see. Let's see if Weebs is gonna bless me or not. All right. So yeah, pickleball is going on tonight, and then tomorrow night we'll have our locals at Common Ground Games. Let's go ahead and move those over. Let's move these over. But yeah, we'll have our locals. I think for that I'm going to play my Mono Wind Vanitas Allies list. So one of the decks I like to play is kind of a unique Allies build with Vanitas. I'm not running. I'm going to move these two. I'm not running Razor Gale in that deck. It's so slow. I really don't want to work all day at my job. This is a nice looking foil. I really don't want to work all day at my job and just go hunting for a needle in a haystack trying to find Razor Gales to generate some type of way to win the game, whenever I could just play unique allies, swing with things like Dilu, and get the game over quicker. And the deck's a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing it. I've been playing it for a while now. And man, if you're looking for a good locals deck, Wind Unique Allies Vanitas is maybe the deck for you. If anyone's interested, I could do a deck tech, but let me know in the comments if that's something that you would be interested in, because it's not a meta deck. This is a brew, kind of a pseudo brew. It's Unique Allies, so how much of a brew could it really be? But it's kind of a brew and something I've been playing. So if checking out a deck that's a little unconventional, that doesn't necessarily have any tournament success, but I have had success with locally and 3-0'd plenty of times, let me know. Happy to maybe introduce everyone to the deck. All right, not hitting much here so far. Not hitting much, but who knows? Maybe this next one will be it. In fact, I only got one foil, and it was an uncommon. I don't know. I think we're due for something. Oh, great. I'm glad I'm hitting this now. I don't think this card is super relevant anymore, but it's also pretty expensive. Let's see. Actually, I thought this was the other one with this character on the art. Ghastly Corrosion, 4 cost slow. This card costs 1 less to activate for each of up to 2 ephemeral objects you control, and destroy a target item or weapon with memory cost 0, reserve cost 4. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That card's not playable at all. It's not the one I was thinking of. Okay, I'm starting to run into some foils here. Common. Ooh, that's a cute foil. The foiling just looks so good these days. I don't know what they're doing, maybe just like adding another layer whenever they're doing the character so that it's separated from the background a little bit better. Creates a little depth. Man, that looks good. God, they've gotten really good at these foils, and the consistency seems to be there now as well. Whereas before, as somebody who really loves ALC and MRC, I think those are 2 of my favorite sets so far. MRC in the first printing had really dark foils, which was disappointing and made it a struggle for me, because now I have two different versions effectively of foils to hunt down. But ALC, the first or second altar printing had really curled foils, but it seems like they've worked through that, which is nice to see. Ooh, actually, what do you guys think? I'm a really big fan of the supporter pack Song of Frost art, but I know some people locally really love this new art, and I do think it's quite cool. What I do like about it, which is maybe not obvious here, is that, well, Song of Frost, as the name implies, is a melody card, but she's actually playing a violin in the art. I think that's super cool. I like to see kind of some different instruments being shown in the art for these cards when they do new art, so no longer is there a flute there. All right, let's keep moving on. Hopefully we hit something today. There's a lot of packs, and the silver and gold are sitting over there teasing me as well. Ooh, we hit kind of a run of foils here. So a foil rare, Crossroads Spectre. That is a cute card, and I could see this maybe getting played one day. 3 cost, 3/3 on chipping hit. The hit opponent banishes a card from their material deck. That's quite powerful. And on death, if there are 7 or more Regalia cards among all banishments, return Crossroads Spectre to the field with a buff counter on it, and it becomes ephemeral. So quite a powerful little card. And a nice foil to pick up. Crux foils always just look so good. All right. And I do believe we're due for a CSR here. So where is it? It's certainly not in this pack. Perhaps this one. Come on. Let's give the goblin his gold. Nope, but that is a card that I think people are quite fond of. It's a rare too. That little guy in the background. What's he doing back there? Where's he hanging out with CL? What's he up to? Doesn't look like he's up to anything good. All right. Nice card, nice looking card. Getting towards the end of these though, making me a little nervous. That ain't it. Come on!
Give the goblin his gold.
Ooh, that's not it either. Not looking good. We've got 4 Distorted Reflection event packs left. So we're moving through this fairly quickly. A Grim Pastiche, another rare. You know, I really thought I was gonna have something in these packs. Ooh, another foil Crossroads Spectre. Okay. Not what I would have anticipated getting here, but I suppose the second one isn't bad. It does seem like a potentially playable card too, especially with PTM coming out. So it's not bad. Ooh, let's see. Nope. Nope. A non-foil Baleful. Here it is, the last one. All these games of Grand Archive that I have played. My prizing. My ill-gotten Rile the Abyss gains. Can I hit a CSR in the last pack? I cannot. I certainly cannot. But I can hit this card that seems to be Arsana. All right, so for 20 Distorted Reflection event packs, we ended up with 2 Crossroads Spectres, a Baleful, and then looks like 2 uncommons and 1 common foil. Is that true? Did we not hit a single SR or UR non-foil? That can't be true. That can't be true. Oh, I think it's true. It's true. We kind of got screwed there. We didn't hit a single foil SR or UR. We didn't hit a single non-foil SR or UR. That is bizarre. But all right, sort these a little bit. All right. Well, you've all been good little boys and girls. So let's get into these. We'll kind of work our way through the sets. So we'll do the 2 Dawn of Ashes, the Fractured Crown, and then we'll finish out with the 2 Mercurial Heart. And maybe this will be the time that we finally open something particularly good. So let's get into it. So this is a silver pack for Dawn of Ashes. Unlikely to have anything too crazy in it, but you never know. You never know. Maybe we'll hit it here. Nope, we didn't hit it here. And I forgot there's only 1 card per pack. That was kind of weird that they did back then. But a Spark Fairy. Let's open the gold. I believe this is just a 1 card too for the gold packs. It's just 1 card per pack. And then they changed that later. Nothing here. Nothing here. A map of hidden passage. Great. Thanks, weebs. All right. Here's our silver Fractured Crown pack. Fractured Crown is going up a lot in value. Things like Blanche being $30 is crazy to me, seeing as I think I bought my playset for like $3 a card back then when Fractured Crown was the most recent set. Just goes to show you kind of how this game's growing. A Cunning Broker. Well, that's not what I wanted. All right. And then we have the 2 final packs. Can we hit something today? If we were, well, it's going to have to be right here. So let's see. Maybe now is my time. Ooh, nope. It sure as hell is not my time. Last pack. There's a 50% chance of a super rare and a 50% chance of a foil. I mean, I like those odds. But do those odds like me? Do they like me? Probably not. Probably not. All right, y'all ready to get hosed? Y'all ready to get hosed with me? All right, put your swimming goggles on, because I think we're about to get hosed. Spire, Sniper, Snipper, and... Ooh. Oh, we're drenched. We're hosed. This is... I can't believe we just opened like 33 packs. I think it was 33 in total. 33 packs. And ended up like this. So, set aside, nobody cares about rares or uncommons outside of a few standout ones. But let's see. So, some foil rares. Let's do SRs here throughout all these packs. We didn't get open any UR, so I don't have to worry about that one, which is crazy. I didn't hit a single UR. Here are foil rares. That's a rare, right? Yeah. Foil rares. And then we'll do commons and then uncommons right here. So common, uncommon, uncommon. And then this is all rares. Yeah, we know what's that. And that, we did hit the 2 SRs from Abyssal Heaven, so we'll add those to the pile there. And then we did hit some foils as well from Abyssal Heaven, so we got an uncommon, a common, and an uncommon. This is not good. My ability to just completely whiff on opening packs, I feel like is unmatched. This is incredible. So this is what we hit for SRs out of the over 30 event packs. This is what we hit. That is pretty miserable. Foil rares, we did hit 3. None of them I'm particularly interested in playing myself, but the Spectres in particular do look very good. And then this little creepy dude in CL is kind of fun as well. So we've got those. The Dire Requiem, I'm happy that I at least have a home for that one, for the uncommon foils. These other ones, these other 3, I don't see particularly being relevant. But hey, you know what? Maybe this is my call to start looking at doing Path of Silver at Ascent Worlds when I go to Singapore next year. So at least I've got these now. And then the foil commons really aren't any better as far as relevancy. But actually, in fact, I think I have all 3 of these already in foil. So, well, it is what it is. All right, boys and girls, I appreciate everyone watching. This channel has actually seen a lot of growth recently. We, I think, are over 600 subscribers now, thanks in large part to some success I've had recently on my short form videos. So thank you everybody for subscribing. And if you're not subscribed right now, I certainly would appreciate it if you would. But I'm really pleased with how things have been going. This is a channel that doesn't really get a ton of exposure. I don't have any relations with Weebs of the Shore or any contact with them, which I hope to change one day. But regardless of having their help with promotion or sharing content, channel still has been doing quite well. And that's thanks in large part to people like yourself that tune in and watch my videos all the way to the end as well. So thank you for doing that for me. I'll be doing another one of these if you found this interesting here in probably about a month and a half as I collect more packs, and then I'll open them up with everyone here. So I didn't hit this time, but you know how gambling works, right? Next time it'll be my moment, right? So I'm sure next time we'll hit some CSRs. And at least we've gotten through the last bit of the Heavenly Abyss packs as well. So it should just be DTR packs from here on out. So that should be fun as well. All right, well, enough yapping from me. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.